From footprints in the snow to icicles on the branches to the bright red flash of a cardinal, being outdoors in the winter brings a special kind of magic. But whether you're hiking in the woods or walking to work in the city, not being dressed warm enough can be a major barrier to exploring the outdoors in the winter. This video will give you the rundown on how to stay warm even during the coldest days of the year. Before we dive into the details, there are a few points that we want to emphasize. 1. You don't need to buy expensive or the latest gear in order to stay warm. You can probably already use items that you have on hand. 2. There's a big difference between clothing items that look warm and ones that are warm, and we'll go over some specific examples. And 3. Dress for the weather and the activity that you plan on doing. Will you be running around or will you be sitting? Will you be out in the rain and snow or will you be under a cover? These things can make a big difference. You've probably heard this before. Layering is key. But it's not so much how many layers that you wear, but what they're made out of. Layering is like a sandwich. The base or first layer keeps you dry, the second or mid layer keeps you warm, and the outer layer keeps you warm and dry. The base layer is the clothing that goes right next to your body. You'll want this to be fitted. You'll also want this layer to pull sweat away from your body and keep you dry. Fabric blended with polyester does a nice job of this. Cotton, although it may seem warm, absorbs sweat like a sponge and will hold the moisture against your body. The mid layer goes over your base layer and can be looser. You'll want this to be something thicker and warm, like a fleece jacket or sweatshirt. The outer layer should provide you with some wind protection, and if you're in the rain or snow, it should be waterproof or water resistant. The temperature guides on coats aren't an exact science, so choose more based on what you'll be doing and the weather than by the coat's temperature rating. Vests can be nice to keep your core body warm, but they should be worn on the inside of your coat, not the outside. You don't need a specialized coat for every weather type, and you can get creative in your combinations. You can remove or add layers during your time outside as needed. If you're getting a little hot, stop and take off a layer before you get sweaty. And don't forget to layer on your legs. A pair of jeans is not going to keep you warm enough in really cold weather. Plus, denim can absorb water, leaving you cold and wet. Pro tip: if you don't have a fitted base layer for your legs, try wearing pajama pants under your pants. Alright, now that most of our body is covered, let's talk extremities. First of all, cover your head. Any hat is better than no hat, but some hats are better than others at keeping you warm. Thicker hats or hats with multiple layers of fabric will keep you coziest. Something big enough to cover your ears fully helps too. Same thing goes for gloves. Thin cotton stretchy gloves will not do you much good in cold weather. Thicker gloves will keep you warmer, and mittens will keep you the warmest, if they don't interfere with your activities. Gloves with water resistance are great for rainy or snowy weather. Socks can be a classic example of looking warm versus being warm. These fuzzy socks, for example, might be super cozy to wear around the house, but if you wear them outside, they might absorb your sweat and leave your toes cold. Same thing goes for cotton socks. Cotton is going to absorb your sweat and leave your feet cold, even if you're wearing multiple pairs. If there is one item to splurge on, it would be a pair of wool blend socks that wick sweat away from your feet and keep them dry. $20 may seem steep for a pair of socks like these, but they'll last you for years and keep you super warm. You'll also want shoes with warm insulation, water resistance, and some traction, especially if it's snowy or muddy. Unlined rubber boots are the coldest of cold for winter footwear. Sneakers will do okay for short jaunts outdoors as long as you're not in deep snow or water, but longer outdoor time in very cold weather will require something hardier. Whatever the footwear and layering, leave room inside those shoes for a little movement. Even with the best gear, you'll get cold fast if your layers make your shoes too tight. Now that you've got the scoop on how to keep warm in winter weather, get out there and explore. Thanks for watching, and please remember to like and subscribe.